Hello guys, gals, non-binary pals, and waterfowls. It's me, Big Mike, and welcome back to another episode of Big Mike's Big Universe, the series where we look at and discuss the latest happenings in both the worlds of UFO or UAP and general astronomy. In this episode, I wanted to give an update on one of the very first UAP stories we ever discussed, the Las Vegas UFO. Recently, the video from that night has been analyzed and we're going to be looking at a discussion of the results. But because it's been so long since we last talked about it, I want to give a refresher on it before we get to the update. And after we discuss the update, I'll give you my thoughts on it. And this is a recap of what happened that night. An object that was glowing green was seen falling from the sky. And this is the thing, fam, it wasn't just seen by one individual or just a couple of individuals. It was caught by the cameras of several different homes. It was caught by a police body camera. It was seen by several eyewitnesses in several different areas, including one police officer. It was even confirmed by the American Meteor Society that the object was seen from Utah to California. Minutes later, the Kenmore family of Las Vegas called 911, fearing for their life. They told 911 they had seen 10-foot beings that were definitely not human walking around in their backyard. Angel, one of the main eyewitnesses, reported there was something in his backyard, and when he looked at it, his backyard was blurry. Now, he did not say his vision was blurry. He said his backyard was blurry. When the police arrived, they told the family that one of them had seen something as well. They proceeded to check the property and the neighborhood. The officers didn't see any beings, but noticed there was a giant circle in their yard. Now, at some point later, the police installed cameras on the property to monitor the property. And also, the family reported seeing black vans with people dressed in black suits watching them. Now, in regards to that last point, there really was a black van. They are watching these people. But since this story has come to light, an investigative reporter has come forward and said that was him in the van. Now let's talk about the update. The video from that night, 1 year later, has been analyzed by Scott Roeder of the Evidence Room Animations and Exhibits, a veteran crime scene recreation expert. The video that took place in the backyard of the Kenmore family has not been altered, according to Roeder. Once you see it, you can't deny it, he said. There's no editing. That's an original video. We tried to debunk it to see if there was something that was added to the video. All of our results came back as it was authentic. Furthermore, Roeder says he saw not just the one entity that is commonly discussed, but a second one as well. He explained it took him many times viewing the video to spot the second figure, but it appears at the same time with the first one. Roeder discovered this when he used software designed for tracking motion to analyze the video, which also highlights the motion source. We took the vector motion, points in space, and then we attached them to a figure in the background to show that the movement of the shadow reflects movement of a body that is attached to the head, Roeder stated. Roeder believes that whatever happened that night, it was a genuine experience. He reinforces this belief by noting how the Kenmore family reacted. They looked genuinely terrified. Not everyone agrees with this view, however. One skeptic, Ben Hansen, who hosts UFO Witness on Discovery Plus, disagrees with this, citing the opinion of a British digital expert who believes what others are claiming is an entity is really a shadow casted due to one member of the family using a flashlight. Roeder dismisses this, saying that's not how shadows work. He says the image appearing above the fence doesn't have a surface to show a shadow. I don't understand how the shadow could just be floating above the fence. I don't believe that makes any sense. Roeder says if the bunkers believe it's a shadow caused by a light source, then they need to replicate it. If that happens, then I'll consider the validity. My thoughts on this situation. I agree with Roeder. A shadow would require something to be casted onto, and there was nothing there for that to happen. So in this case, the onus is on the debunkers to prove it's possible for there to be a shadow where no surface is. The next point I want to bring up is that we need to keep in mind that the video being proven to be unedited does not necessarily mean that there was really something back there that night. It simply means that the video we see has been unaltered. And this last point I want to bring up here, I just want to say this is my personal interpretation, so feel free to disagree with it. But I believe the Kenmore family is sincere. So many parts of their story has been corroborated, such as the light in the sky and the black van. Also, their reaction in the backyard on the video seems like something the best actors couldn't replicate. And now with the footage being proven authentic, I believe all of this points to the family's sincerity. Their sincerity means either one or two things. Either they really did have some sort of paranormal experience, or they did not, but they believe they did. And fam, at this point, I believe either one of those are fair game. That's it, fam. If I'm being honest, this actually feels like not just the end of this video, but also the end of my coverage of this situation. I'm not sure what more could come out of this story in regards to this initial incident. Though to be fair, anything is possible. Back last year, well, almost last year at this point, when I released my first video where I covered this situation in the very first David Grush interview, the David Grush story took off, but I never heard another update about this story until recently. And so I wasn't even expecting this to happen when it happened. So long story short, anything's possible, fam. But I want to hear your thoughts on the Las Vegas UAP incident. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, we will call the video proper here. Welcome back to another Big Mike Inslate, baby. The part of the video that's not really part of the video, where I show you a look of what happens behind the scenes, and I'm all natural, uncut, no fillers, no preservatives, baby. All natural duck daddy. And in this Inslate, I have two things I just want to talk about. The first, maybe you noticed this video is a bit shorter than my normal Big Mike, Big Universe episodes. And the reason why that is, I originally intended to cover two stories here. The other was going to be an update on the Eglin Air Force Base UAP sighting. Unfortunately, I felt like that story got a little too political, and so I decided not to go with it. Now, when I cover UAPs or UFOs and also AI, I do have to talk about politics a bit. And I don't like talking about politics, but in those two situations, I don't mind it. However, sometimes it gets to the point where one politician will be criticizing another one. It's like a back and forth. And that's the kind of thing I really don't want to get into. I'm not really into political debates or political drama. And I kind of deal with this stuff in a very related subject, very much in my real life, and this is kind of like a get away from that type of situation. So I would prefer not to talk about that type of thing. So that's why this video is a little shorter than normal. Now the second thing I want to bring up here is that I am still trying to bring Coffee with Big Mike back. Unfortunately, my manager, she's under the weather at the moment. So I haven't been able to test things out. So I had to put Coffee with Big Mike on hiatus for technical reasons. I think I have a workaround for it, but I need to test it out first. And so once she feels better, we're going to run some tests hopefully. And everything goes good, we are going to be on track for our next episode. Our first episode in a very long time, I should say. So I haven't forgot about that. It's hopefully coming. Hopefully everything works out with that. But only time will tell. And that's really it. Not too much to talk about here today. Also, I am still trying to get back to putting out 2 videos a day. Not sure when that's going to happen, but it is something I am aiming for. And with that out of the way, I do have a Ko-fi account. And right now, any donations I receive would really help the channel out a lot, and anything I do receive will go towards me buying a new computer so that I may do other and better types of content. and I may raise the quality of my content as well. As always, if you can, I greatly appreciate it. If you can't, I completely understand, and I still appreciate you for being here, fam. Special thanks to Fran, who does a wonderful job doing my art. She's coming back to Twitter at some point in time, but when she does, please be sure to give her a follow, and please be sure to commission her for any of your art needs. She's both a very talented artist and an all-around great person to work with. You will not be disappointed, fam, I promise you. Also, special thanks to all my friends on Twitter. I wouldn't be here without you all. And also a special thanks to all of you for watching this video. Please like this video if you like it, and dislike it if you dislike it. But if you want to dislike this video and be really cool about it, and I know you're really cool, by the way, because you watched this video, but let me know why you dislike this video so that I may be a better Big Mike and I can improve myself going forward. But you know what, fam? Even if you like this video or you feel indifferent about it, please leave me a comment below as well. I love hearing from all of you lovely guys, gals, non-binary pals, and waterfowls. And if you like my content, please subscribe and turn your notifications on. Until next time, fam, remember, just be yourself and you'll be awesome. Peace out!